Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Jay,
And I'm Will.
and this is
The Showdown. So the Showdown, we will be discussing two opposing thoughts, and you, the viewer, again, will decide who will prevail. So on today's episode, we have two heavy hitters, okay? But really, it's up to you to decide who will prevail again. So we have Matilda and we have 11. All right. So basically, we'll be going through three different categories to decide who will come out on top. We have background. Basically, background is the character, maybe something that a viewer like you wouldn't know, and some things you may know. Another thing is the character's abilities, powers. Okay, that's very important with these two characters. And lastly, we have what's the last one?
why we chose the character.
Why we chose the character, why we chose these characters, and ultimately it's up to you to decide which one you feel prevailed.
Okay. How you want to start this thing? Flip a coin?
We can flip a coin.
Okay. Coin, sir.
He got a popcorn thing full of change over here.
I do.
A quarter?
See it?
A quarter dirty.
You can say that.
Let's go.
All right. Call heads.
I'm going heads too.
It's tail. You going heads too?
Yeah.
It's
You didn't
tails.
give me the option. I think the person that flipped supposed to get the other person.
Okay, I flip it again. Colin.
Which one you want?
You said you just said the
Okay,
person
all
that
right,
flipped
then.
it.
Heads it is then. Let's go.
Tails.
That's crazy. I meant that.
Go ahead. You got it. Okay, let
All
me
right,
get the
then.
forefront.
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and
This
get
thing
it done.
started.
All right.
I got my popcorn.
That man, he changed. But like I was saying, man, today's episode, we will be discussing
You good. Go ahead.
who will come on top. And of course, I'm rocking with my person. Maybe y'all don't know this, but my girl, Matilda. Boom. Holla at you. Holla at you, boy. So, I just want to start off with the facts, man. The facts are the facts are the facts are the facts. When we're here, we like to talk about facts.
I see.
We like to get to the facts, right?
I kind of figured that, but okay.
Well, let me start off with some facts. All right. Fact number one about a background. Let's get to the background. All right. So the movie Matilda was released on August the 2nd, 1996. It is an American fantasy comedy film directed by none other than your boy, Danny DeVito. Okay. Who has also played Matilda's father, Harry Wormwood. The movie is based on the 1988 novel Matilda by Roald Dahl. All right, so maybe some of you didn't know that. Maybe it's new to you all, but hey, that's a little background. This is an OG movie. I was born. Let y'all know, I was born in 96. Good year. A lot of good things happened in 96.
Name three.
Good things that happened?
Yeah.
Me, me, me. Them all three. Them all the three you need to know, okay? It's a couple bad things happened in 96 too, man. I think Tupac, rest in peace, man. I don't think he made it, man.
Did he pass? He passed.
I think he passed in 96, dog.
Dang.
Yeah, man, he died, man.
Dang, he passed and you was born.
Greatness gotta follow greatness, as they say.
Maybe never mind.
Okay, yeah. Save for your turn, sir. All right, so next we have Matilda's powers and abilities. Maybe I should do a little bit more background. I got a couple more things.
Man.
I got a couple more things.
Okay, let's see. What you got in there cooking up, man? What you got in there oven?
Man,
I think it's overcooked.
No.
Left it in there a little too long.
Somebody character about to be overcooked. It ain't mine though.
Hey, it ain't up to me.
Forget this. Let me go straight into the abilities. Dog.
Okay, let's go. Let's see.
Let's go straight into these abilities. So
Okay.
hey, first off, let's go to Matilda's powers and abilities.
Okay, let's
Matilda Wormwood, the main character, she possesses telekinetic abilities, which allow her to move objects with her mind. Here are some of the key aspects of her powers. So telekinesis, of course, everybody know what that is.
What's telekinesis?
Telekinesis is where you're able to move stuff with your mind.
Okay.
I just read that. Yes, she can lift, move, and control objects just by concentrating, especially when she is emotionally charged. So think about this, and I want to put this in perspective. If y'all haven't seen the movie Matilda, go watch it. Great, amazing, childhood classic. If you haven't seen this, if you haven't been born in 96, like me, too bad. But here's the thing. I want you to understand something. I want you to see something. She was just a little girl And let me play this out.
How old was she? Do you think?
How old was she? Let me see. I got
like
that.
12, 11? No, she was in like elementary school.
She was 6 years old, man.
Oh, okay.
She's 6 years old.
Okay.
So she was 6 years old. But let me tell you, she developed these powers at a young age. All right, very young. And let me tell you, Matilda grew up smart. Okay, she grew up very knowledgeable, not like an ordinary kid. You know, not like some kids I know. You know, ordinary. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah.
Everybody didn't have an extraordinary.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, me for one. You know, I say it myself. You know, I was a pretty regular baby. You know, but Matilda was special. Okay, she was a special child. And another one of her abilities, you know, we can go with enhanced intelligence. She was very intelligent from a young age. I'm talking about knowing mathematical equations, problem solving skills, how to fend for herself. Her parents were neglectful, but we'll get into that a little later on in the background, you know, how neglectful her parents were. And then Matilda also exhibit, I think, in my opinion, one of the strongest powers she has. And that's a strong willpower. Okay. She does not want to give up.
Yeah, I want it louder though. Never back down, never what?
Left alone at the house by her parents to fend for herself, might I say. To fend for herself. And she has a strong willpower. Her parents were telling her, don't do this, don't do this. And what does Matilda do? She goes and does it.
So she kind of disobedient.
I mean, you could call it disobedience, but when you got a neglectful parent, you got to think like this. He had neglectful parents. Her parents didn't want her to read a book. Think about that. Your parent tell you not to read a book. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna be like, thank you. Can I go outside?
Like I said, she was intelligent. So she had a desire for learning and reading. And Matilda has the ability to continue learning things. Continue understanding things more and more in depth. Lastly, I mean, let's just be honest. I'm going to be honest with you guys, transparent.
Did you like to read growing up?
I mean, for a season.
You like to read for a season?
For a season, I was an avid reader. But now, I would say, I like to read a lot more now.
Okay.
When I was young.
Okay.
Yes, I like to read a lot more now. Yes. So the last category I want to talk about is why I chose Matilda. I think I chose Matilda more than anything because she speaks to the child in me. Speaks to the child to, I think, a lot of us, you know, especially.
Speak for yourself.
I mean, if you've been a child, I'm sure you could relate to this movie. Maybe you had a neglectful parent. Maybe you had a parent that wasn't there. Well, I can't say that about my life, honestly. But listen here, the facts are this. We can all relate to Matilda in one sense or another because she exhibited strong willpower, okay? And that's, you know, I want to leave the viewers with that to think about. We'll get into more talks, more discussions, but I'm going to let, I'm not going to say my opponent.
Ladies and gentlemen,
My opponent.
we got him.
You know what I mean? But I'm going to go ahead and let him spit.
All right, man. We let Matilda have her shine and her time. Now it's time for the real OG.
Bing, bing, bong.
11, now known as Jane Hopper. So 11 was born in 1971. Terry Ives. She was born with these telekinetic abilities due to Dr. Brenner, who was a what do you call the people? They sort of work for the government, but like the Department of Energy. Like they're like scientists. It was this MK Ultra sort of phase that went through. I guess Hawkins. Hawkins is the made up city in this story. It's really in Indiana. It's Hawkins, Indiana, but it's kind of a made up city. But MK Ultra is where they perform these sort of experiments on people to kind of further the depths of human beings' minds. And in doing that, it caused this sort of I don't want to call it a defect, but it affected 11 when Terry Ives was pregnant with her at the time. So after 11 was born, she was immediately abducted by Dr. Brenner and pretty much taken to the lab for like testing experiments on her. Skip forward to 1983. 11 is put into a sensory deprivation tank. And a sensory deprivation tank is pretty much a big tank that's filled, a tub or a tank. They fill it with salt so that you can float, and it's supposed to allow you to concentrate. It just concentrate on whatever they want you to concentrate on. And in doing this, they were trying to make contact with this creature that was in this parallel universe, and 11 ended up making contact with the creature, but in doing that, she created a rip and tear in time and space. So in doing that, she ended up escaping from the lab. And this is where you originally get introduced to her character in the first season of Stranger Things. And she runs into the guys, these group of kids who have a friend that ends up going missing, and she befriends them and go on this sort of journey with them. But a little more history on her: she was also neglected when she was brought up. Like I said earlier, she was abducted at birth. She never was raised with her real parents. She grew up in a laboratory. Never had a real life, real friends. I don't even recall her eating in the laboratory in the season. That's crazy, isn't it?
She had friends.
That's crazy.
She had friends
that picked on her. She was bullied for being the smallest one, but she was also the strongest one. But I'm gonna get to that later. But yeah, she grew up. She had a horrible upbringing. Imagine that, being raised in a laboratory, bro. Like,
we can talk about that.
Like, come on, bro.
It could have been fun,
bro. No, I highly doubt that. For a child, that is not the way to be brought up. What else? She was always sort of tested and experimented on to see what she could, like, to see how far her abilities could go, like, to try to push her. I mean, to push her to see how far her abilities could go. Because in total, they were really trying to use her as a weapon for the Russians, because this takes place around the 80s. So you know how the United States and the Russians were like, there were all these conspiracies going around. So they were really trying to harness her abilities to use her as a weapon to fight off, opposing threats. And yeah, so her upbringing, she runs into these group of kids. They are actually looking for their friend who went missing the night she was found. It's very ironic. And she sort of builds this relationship with them. It's really cool seeing it. It reminds me when I was a kid, and you biking around with your friends. Your parents really don't know where you are. You're not really into trouble, but you're just on your own,
Your parents didn't know who you were?
Not all the time. When I was on my bike, not really. Not all the time. Mama, if you're watching this, I'm still here. I'm a decent guy. So yeah, it really took me back as a kid, and it's set in the 80s. You have all these nostalgic references to different movies that came out in the 80s. So I'm gonna get to some of her strengths and abilities. So as he said, Matilda has telekinetic abilities. So does 11. She can manipulate and control things with her mind. She can also levitate. I said it. Season 2, episode 9, I believe, she levitated for the first time when she was fighting off the mind flayer. The mind flayer was trying to pretty much travel through to our dimension, and she sort of had to close this sort of portal they was coming through, and she ended up levitated off the ground. I'm not gonna pull it up. You guys, if you want to see it, look it up on YouTube. Seconds. She levitated, bro.
12 seconds.
What else she can do? She can also go into the memory of whoever she wants to. Like, if you have a memory that happened a long time ago, and it's a vital situation where we need some information for like a current threat or anything, she literally can go into your mind and go into the past and see what happened. Who else could do that?
We'll dive into that.
Who else could do that? Tell me. Nobody? Okay. So she also has biokinesis. She could manipulate the bodies of living creatures to a certain extent, as shown when she disintegrated the Demogorgon. This season 1, episode 9, when disintegrated him and vanished into the Upside Down. Teleportation.
Teleportation.
I said let him go.
Yes, she appears to possess this ability as shown when she was somehow transported into the Upside Down when she defeated the Demogorgon. How else could she have gotten there?
That's cap.
Teleportation.
That's cap.
How else could she have gotten there? Teleportation,
plane
bro.
ticket. I don't know. That's cap.
And like I said, memory reading. 11 is able to view the memories of others via contacting them through the void. She is able to view the memories. This ability was first displayed in the episode Dick Dug, that's season 2, where she was able to see several of Terry's memories. And Terry, as I mentioned, is her mom. She later used this ability in one of the episodes in season 3. She was viewing the memory of Billy abusive childhood in order to find the Mind Flayer's lair. See, these abilities that she have, they're not just abilities. They're very useful.
They're pointless,
they're useful in the story to make the narrative progress, to find solutions to the threats in the current given situation. Survival skills. Season 2, when after she came back from the Upside Down, she was stranded. She was on her own, literally living in the forest on her own, and she was able to survive in those days until she ran into Hopper. But in those days, she had to make her own food, cook her own food, spend the night outside. Survival skills.
Survival.
She was out there in the trenches on her own. She wouldn't have got them waffles, and they were trying to stop her. She said, "Get out my way!" Close that door behind her. Just to close it up on why I chose 11. So I chose 11 because I felt for her character. I sympathized for her, her upbringing, her environment, growing up as a kid without experiencing what it feels like to be a kid, until she met Mike and the crew, and is now one of the most vital characters that can help stop the opposing threat. Like, she's one of the most vital characters in the show that can, when it comes to helping stop the threats from the Upside Down.
So y'all got to hear a little bit of both sides. So what we're probably going to do now is go back through the categories and try to just argue our points a little bit of why we think you, the viewer, should choose either side to prevail. And I think a perfect place to start is background.
Okay, go ahead. You got it.
All right. So you talked a little bit about 11's background, but I'm gonna just tell y'all the truth about Matilda's background. Like I said, she may have had parents. I think it's even worse when you have parents and they not there, and to not have parents and them not be there, if that makes any sense.
I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
This is the point I'm trying to make, man. She had parents, but her parents wasn't there. They weren't there to console her, to cook for her. Matilda was literally on her own. Think about this. You a kid. Yeah, you got a house or whatever, you know, but you fending for yourself. You making your own meals. But 11? Yeah, he said she was in a lab. Cool. But they fed her. She didn't have to make her own meals there.
You saw them feed her.
What you mean? How was she alive?
I don't know.
She was eating.
I ain't never seen
She was eating something.
I never saw them feed her.
They had her on some meal program up in
When
there.
she escaped, she went to Benny's restaurant and he was making that burger and she was like, like she ain't never
Because she was running away, but I'm sure at the lab they gave her some lunch meat. Who knows what it was? Some sandwiches? Who knows?
I ain't see them feed her.
I for me, I'ma say Matilda had the rougher background. She had the rougher background. Okay. And this is why I'm gonna say that. This is another key point. She literally, guys, had to force herself to go to school. She signed the paperwork for herself to go to school. How many kids you know?
11 didn't go to school. She didn't go to school.
She didn't go to school?
Able to go to school.
You know why she didn't go to school?
Why?
Because she didn't want to go to school. But guess what? Guess who wanted to go to school? Guess who wanted to further their education, guys? Matilda.
11 couldn't
go. Matilda literally gives her mother these letters and like, "Oh, Mom, I want to go to school. And her parents, her parents say to her, school? What you need that for? Can you believe what kind of parents do that, man? You want your kid to be educated, to go further. But you know what? Somebody was holding them down. Somebody didn't want that. Can you agree? Did 11 want to go to school? Did she want to get an education?
She didn't know about school, so I don't know if she wanted to go. She wasn't exposed to that. That's why she seemed to be very illiterate when you met her and very short of words. Well, she had no school. All she know was
get money, what she
kill or attack. Yes, whatever they told her to do, bro. And make this, do that. Business.
And this is why I say I'm gonna give the upper hand to Matilda, because she taught herself how to read. She taught herself how to do a lot of things.
You think he taught himself how to read, didn't he?
I think it was Jesse Jackson that taught himself. I think it was Jesse Jackson. You got him confused. But yes, Jesse Jackson. No, Jesse Jackson did. And this is the point I'm trying to make. Let's get back on topic. All right, Jesse. All right, Jabril. Let's get back on topic.
Whoa! Don't use my government.
Jay. I'm sorry.
Leave that footage.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But listen. She had a tougher background, man. I'm just being honest. Go ahead. Say what you gotta say.
I don't agree.
Tell me why you not agree.
Because Matilda literally she had everything taken from her that a kid growing up would usually have.
What was taken from her?
Bro, her freedom. She literally was in like a prison, bro. She was in prison. Did you see the room she stayed in? Maleficent. Matilda, she had a bed to stay in, a nice and cozy home to stay in, bro. 11 was literally standing. The environment has an effect on you growing up, bro. In most urban areas, people become products of their environment, do they not? By what they're surrounded by.
This is what I'm saying. 11 was given what? What environment did she have? Let's be honest.
A horrible environment,
bro. She had at least 3 square meals a day. Let's be honest.
I can't say that.
You can't say.
I wasn't shown that.
She was eating. She was alive.
I didn't see her
alive,
eating.
Dog.
She was.
You can put 2 and 2 together, dog. She was alive, bro.
I ain't going. What happened off screen? I'm going by what happened off screen. I ain't see 11 eat.
You didn't see it.
Not in the laboratory.
But guess what? She had to be eating some, dog.
Man, let's go, man.
Let's just be honest.
Let me switch to the. Look how she eating that burger. Look at her. Like she ain't ate in days. Look at that.
She ain't really eating that hard though. Let's just
look how she look at it. I mean, she's a kid. First of all, she ain't gonna. Her stomach probably is not that big. Look how she.
Look at her. She taking her time.
Look at that. Hold on, wait when he drop it down. Look at that burger. Look at that. I ain't look at it. Look at that man. The shave of hair. Come on,
bro. Guess what never happened though?
What?
Matilda ain't get no burger sent her way, did she?
She made pancakes.
Yeah. Go ahead. She had to make pancakes by herself. Look at, she didn't spell her name and she ain't number 1 years old. And look at the parents erasing it.
Sink, boy.
Look at it.
Hey, that's a
Threw her in the sink.
Hey, babe, people do that.
But look at this. I want y'all to see these cakes.
She's enjoying this.
She's enjoying this, but guess what? She's doing it by what? Herself. She has no.
How you think she learned how to do that?
Somebody taught her. Nobody. Why are you reading into it? We ain't see nobody teaching her how to flip pancakes.
Somebody taught her.
She taught herself.
You think she was just like, let me learn
how
to make pancakes?
She literally reading. Look at them. All them watching TV and she reading, dog.
What is this? It's big. It's sticky. Hey man, what's she over here reading? That's the girl that you support.
That ain't her, man. Okay. Shit. Them her parents, man.
No syrup. She just eating bread or whatever you want to call it. Bro, somebody taught her how to make pancakes. She ain't just learn how to make pancakes.
She can read. That's what I'm telling you. She can read for herself.
Man, like I was saying, 11 was brought up horribly, but she didn't eat. She wore what do you call it? A gown, the nursing gown when you were in the hospital.
It was a dress.
Scrubs.
I don't know.
You call it in the hospital gown, hospital scrubs. Anyway, as if she was a patient, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like even the visualization of her character in the first season when she was in the laboratory is just it all affects her upbringing, bro. Like coming to in front of all these people, because you got all these other scientists standing around observing and studying you because you're this science experiment, not a human being. bro, like that's horrible. Like I said, bro, like Matilda had she had the freedom to go to the library, to go to the park and read. She had all this freedom, bro, to do what she wanted to. 11 couldn't step foot outside the laboratory. That's all she knew.
It seems to me that you just defended my case.
How so?
You said she had all of these scientists around her. So guess what? You know what that means?
What that mean?
That means she had people around her, man, in her circle, man. Yeah,
Stop, man. You
yeah, man. Reaching. This ain't no reaching foul. I'm gonna be honest.
Matilda was at the park reading. She had all them people around her.
Who? There was just random people around her.
That's just random people. You think she?
They weren't random. They actually knew. They was like, "Oh, this 11. Let's take these notes. Let's get
down." Her. She didn't know them. Them people probably knew Matilda.
Yeah, what? Them people.
Like, oh, that's that girl that made them pancakes.
Them people in the park. They were probably like, that's that girl that eat hamburgers. She the hamburglar. That's probably what they thought. She the hamburglar.
She had all them scientists around her, bro. Like, imagine that being a child. You know how nervous you used to be as a child going in front of a large group of people. And she was 12 at this point. 8, 12. She was 12, I believe. And imagine that, bro. You walking out in front of all these people. And then you have to perform because they want you to perform a certain task to help them, pretty much to benefit them. So you got all this pressure on you to do the best you can, and it's in front of all these people you don't know, except for this one guy, Dr. Brenner, who she calls Papa. You gotta impress all of these people, bro. You know how nervous.
That's what I'm saying. She had a daddy there, Papa. Papa was there.
Bro, that's not a father. Like you said, that's not a. He's not a father.
Daddy went there.
That's not a daddy, bro. Matilda. Like you said, it's best. What you said is best to have. It's best to not have someone there. It's worse having a parent there and they don't be a parent at all versus not having them there at all.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. She had Papa was there, but he was not a father to her, bro. All he wanted from her, he treated her as a weapon, bro.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
He manipulated her. That's not a father.
Matilda, same thing, but dose. And when I say dose, I mean mother and father. An extra dose of dose, dog. And this is what I'm saying. She had a mother. She had a father, but they were not present in her life. This baby, Matilda, could have went so far if maybe her parents had paid more attention. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna sit here and say 11 doesn't have tough upbringing. But let me tell you, Matilda's upbringing, in my opinion, was worse.
Hey, that's just your opinion, man. You just have to stand by that. I have mine. I have yours. Y'all gonna have to.
We gonna have to
decide. Yeah, who y'all think
had the worst background?
Who had the worst background? Okay. The second one was the strengths, right?
Let's do it, Strength and powers, dog. Let's just keep it real. Go. You want to start this or not?
Yes, bro. I start this off, bro. First, I believe 11.
Cap. I'm sorry.
Is more capable, stronger, and more damaging than Matilda is. Because first of all, when it comes to her friends, bro, she doesn't play. She's very protective of the people she loves, and she's very like emotional. Her emotion can affect how I guess what's the word, like how more effective her powers are. Like in episode 1 when they were being chased by the scientists and they were in the vans, she literally flipped the van over their heads. It looked like without even breaking the sweat. So when the kids were running away from the scientists,
she was sweating. But go ahead.
I didn't see her sweating. She literally saved Mike when the bullies were chasing him. And he jumped off a cliff. Literally, it was like a quarry. He jumped off to save his friend's life, and she literally levitated him back up and saved his life. What else? Like I mentioned earlier, bro, she levitated in the end of season 2. Once again, when they came to saving her friends. Well, this was all the Hawkins, really, because all the Hawkins was finna be destroyed. Like if they were overtaken by those creatures, but she literally started levitating off the ground. And what else? Let me go to she lifted the train, bro. A freaking freight train. Can Matilda do that? Absolutely not.
We gonna talk about that. Just keep going.
Okay. Keep going. What else she did? Like I said, she went into she was able to go into she was able to, I don't know how to explain, she could teleport to another time, a time period, and convey whatever was happening or what was said during that time to someone else. So like I said, they were using her to spy on the Russians. In season 1, there was a scene when she was spying on, I guess, I don't know if he was a Russian agent or what, but she was literally like relaying what he was saying back to them through the speakers, through the intercom. What else can she do? Yeah, that's it for right now. I'm sure it'll come back to me. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, hopefully something comes to you. Because let's be real, let's be honest. Matilda, hands down, taking the W for this. Now I want you to know, how old is 11?
She's 12.
She's 12 years old.
At least in the first, well, now I think she's 14, but in
she's 14 now. Like she's 14 now. So Matilda's probably at this age, she's 6 when she's starting out, you know, really growing in her knowledge and capabilities. But I think she does eventually, I think she's 12 years old. Because what age do you start school?
It depends. Like, well, I know in the 5th grade I was like 11. So in the 1st grade you're like 6. The 2nd grade I was 7.
So let's just say she's in the 12th grade. No, my bad. She's 12 years old. Listen, this is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So her powers start not like she wasn't in a lab experiment or anything like that. She's just a special child. And the thing is with Matilda, and I think a lot of the viewers would agree, that is Matilda has no drawback of her powers.
Can you care to elaborate on that? Can you explain
I do care to elaborate on that.
Can you elaborate on that?
I can elaborate on that.
Okay.
So her powers doesn't come with any headaches, nosebleeds, none of those drawbacks of 11's powers.
Okay.
I would say her power and control is greater than 11's. And the reason I say that, there were several clips of where Matilda literally uses her powers in such a way where you can tell she had full sensory control and mastery of it.
What clips are those?
Those would be, let's just start off with one clip when her brother throws a carrot at her. Yeah, let's go there. I want you to see this control, this power, this control. Let's see this. Let's see this.
Yes, bro.
Watch this. Look at him. Look at that. Exactly. Boom. Watch this.
Hold on.
Ooh. Turning around. Look at this. The control. Do you see this? The control, the mastery. Look at this. Right in his mouth. Look at that. And she having fun. All right, bro. Now, you can't tell me if that was 11, it would have been blood everywhere.
I said, let him go!
It wouldn't have happened. She would have been having nosebleeds from out of both ears to make that happen.
That's because 11 uses so much more power than Matilda does, bro.
Matilda
11 is putting in work.
But that's what I'm saying. Matilda don't have to put in this work. She could do those things without
more
doing it.
than stakes too, bro. People's lives are at stake in this movie, in this show. Ain't nobody threatening losing their life in Matilda.
Matilda could have lost her life.
Could have. There weren't any at stake.
We're gonna talk about villains, bro. Do you know who Miss Trunchbull is, bro?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Go to that clip, dog. Go to that clip of her coming down them stairs, dog. Look at this, y'all. Look at this.
Let me take it back.
Take it back. Watch this. You know how terrifying this? Look at that face. Look how terrifying that face is. Look at this. Look at this. Watch this. Oh, but you ever seen a house shake like this?
Hold on, bro. That's still
terrifying. If you see that lady coming at you, what are you doing? You heading for the hills,
bro. That's just one of those. Her life is not at stake, bro. I don't think you understand.
If it was a kid on that floor where she was standing, bro, that kid is done for. That kid is.
Why would that be a kid?
Bro, who knows?
Why would that be a kid, bro? Hold on, bro. I got you, bro. You talking about
show me mastery of her powers.
Hold on, bro. You talking about flipping. I mean, you talking about turning carrots, bro. Look at this. You talking about turning carrots, bro. Man. Let me pull out the.
I'm showing you the mastery of what she got going on.
Look at this, bro. Where is it? Look at it. Look at it. She cornered. She got somebody. It's fight or flight. She got vans behind her and vans in front of her. And what does she do? Look at this. Go to work. Go to work.
Hold up. What the, do I sense a nosebleed coming?
Bro,
look
at what she just did. Look at what she just flipped, bro.
I see what she did, but
Exactly.
I'm saying, what's the drawbacks?
Yeah,
she has drawbacks.
She's using so much of her strength and ability,
That's
bro.
what I'm
11
telling
is
you.
flipping carrots. She turning cars.
No, hold
making
on.
pancakes.
It's a scene where she's literally moving a girl with her mind with no type of like nosebleeds. She's there.
Okay, I give you 11 has the drawbacks, and Matilda doesn't.
Exactly.
She still, even with her drawback, bro, she would rip her to pieces.
But no, she wouldn't. That's
Yeah,
what
she
I'm saying.
would.
If mine versus mine, if Matilda and I'm gonna let you know, she's 12 years old at this time. I don't know how old 11 is, right?
She's 12. I think she's 12 too. Yeah,
but
they're both the same age.
She's 12 years old. Man, this is my point. Control wise, we're talking about control.
That boy is good.
11 has never demonstrated control, like real, truly control. Everything she's done has been off of emotion, strong emotion, X, Y, and Z. We haven't seen a controlled power.
Where have we seen the control power with Matilda?
All the time. It's a clip of her literally moving stuff around in her kitchen, just like this, bro, just chilling.
Oh, and she was making.
Look at this. Hold on. Now you can't tell me this is not control right here. Look at this right here. That's control. She's over the way.
Look at this. Somebody get hurt if they walk in there.
Who?
Anybody? Look at those cars, bro. You get a paper cut, bro. Yes. If you get cut in the eye, bro, that's some serious damage.
If you get cut, it's your fault. But listen, this is what I'm saying. Look at you. See this control? Do you see this? How she put everything together? She turned the speaker off. Bro, look, watch this. 11 ain't doing this.
Pee Wee Herman.
I know a guy with a business suit like that. But this is
for real?
In a top hat.
Okay. Control. She got the control aspect.
I would say she has the control aspect down. You can't show me anything with Matilda. I mean, not Matilda, but 11 has literally done controlled up, and she would have been dancing with it. Look at what is she drawing on? Anger.
You underestimate my
all
power.
that right now.
Yes.
All those strong emotions.
Yes.
Matilda don't need that.
And it's all. I mean, she can't escape what she was brought. That's all she know, bro. She can't escape what she was brought up with.
Other stuff, dog.
No, she don't. But yeah, man. Okay.
Papa loved her.
I ain't no convincing you. Hey, if you feel like that Matilda beat her, so be it, bro.
I feel like power wise, we talking about control, all that. I would get a W to Matilda.
If I had to choose between the two to have as a weapon on my side to fight off Thanos and his army, I'm choosing 11 over Matilda. I couldn't think of any other threat. I'm choosing 11.
Let's just say
she's way more
somebody regular, because Thanos is like,
hey, who? Venom. Bane.
Even lower. Let's
Bane.
go to regular.
Okay, Agent Smith.
No, let's do the Boomerang. Captain Boomerang.
Anybody. Captain Boomerang.
Agent
Why Captain
Smith.
Boomerang? Yeah, it's from the Matrix. What I'm saying is, if I need to choose between these two to help me in some sort of combat, I'm choosing 11. I'm not choosing Matilda, bro. She gonna try to talk peace, try to make peace.
Luckily, it's not up to us. It's up to you.
It is. It really
you
it
will
is.
see that I made very great points. Thank you.
Hey, everybody believes they the hero.
Now, lastly.
Yeah. Why we chose? I think we mentioned how we chose it.
I mean, yeah,
towards the beginning. I guess we could just reiterate on it. So my final conclusion of this is, yes, I chose it because I feel like she's the better character in a given situation where combat is involved. She literally took out all of those scientists when they were at the school. She like smashed their brains. And like, once again, when it came to her friends, she was protecting her friends, herself and her friends. So I'm standing behind 11. I really like how I sympathize with her and her upbringing. I really felt for her. I felt bad for her character, how she was so neglected. I was able to relate to her and Yeah, and that made me sort of attracted to her, not like that, but to the character. Like I was interested and invested in the story. Yeah, and I really like how she's growing up and maturing in this environment that is way ahead of her in time. And yeah, pretty much, yep. I also wanted to state a couple fun facts. So, fun fact, not funny. Apparently, there were 246 actresses that were seen for the role of 11. 246. 246. I mean, that's you know how many people that is to audition before you and you get the part. And also, as another fun fact, she was originally supposed to die at the end of season 1. But due to her popularity, and since the show was going to have more seasons, the Duffer Brothers scrapped that idea. And
they should have let her go.
Nah, they kept her, bro. Like, if you look up anything regarding Stranger Things, you're gonna see her face. She is the most loved character in that universe. Stop playing with 11.
Well, let me go ahead and, as they say, empty the clip out on this guy. So, first of all, reasons for Matilda is simple, man. It's a childhood classic. I'm sure anybody in the 90s, 80s, they know about this movie. It's dear to you, it's near to you. You know, this is one of those movies, and it's written by none other than Danny DeVito, man. DeVito. All right, that's first of all. And second, let's keep it 1,000%. Matilda's sweetheart, rough childhood, man. And I'm calling her childhood rough simply because she had parents, man. But were they really parents, man? That's what I'm saying. Power-wise, Matilda got the power, man. Control. I would trust 100% Matilda over 11 with powers. Cause you know what? Matilda get angry and mad, she can probably control it. 11 get mad, she may snap my neck. She may destroy me. Who knows? She's not. Matilda don't move off emotion, man. And you talking about being there for their friend? Matilda was there for a friend. The girl got thrown out the window. By who? None other than Miss Trunchbull. Thrown out the window. And what happens? Matilda saves her. And you know how she said it? She let her go around there and like fly for a minute. That's how fun Matilda is. And you know Matilda got thrown when she got put at the chokey. You know what the chokey is? Let me tell you what the chokey is. It's a room, a little baby closet. Little closet with nails in it. And you slam the door, them nails could have hit you in the eye. The chokey. That's what they had. But 11, what was she? In the lab? She ain't have to go in the chokey. She ain't never have to go in the chokey. But Matilda did. She was an OG. She got stuck in that chokey. And what did she do? She broke out. She did what she had to do. And that's what I'm saying. Matilda.
Bro, when Honey broke her out, she came and freed her.
Bro, let's be honest. She had ride or dies, but Matilda could have got out of there by herself, is what I'm saying. She got herself out, man. And that's what I'm saying, man. Listen, this is what I'm saying. Period, point blank. It's up to y'all to decide. But I think you know who in your head and who in your heart.
Mm-hmm.
You know who the choice is. Matilda.
11.
Don't listen to this guy.